Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Garnett is out there with Edwards. Then there's Scott. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot. And for Boston, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Jaylen Brown out there with Rondo. And it's Pierce in at the 3 spot. Here we are early in the NBA season, and teams focus on situational awareness. Doris, what have you noticed so far this season?
Yeah, Kev, these situations are really all about execution, right? Are players poised in late clock situations? First of all, do they recognize where the shot clock is? Can they adeptly and quickly read defenses? So those are some of the things I'm watching for.
Now here's Rondo. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the inside, Garnett. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
This guy's always been a fluid athlete. KG just rolls off the screen beautifully.
The 3 from Tatum. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Wembanyama, a screen on Pierce. Edwards drives in.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
About a minute played so far here in the first. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the Celtics head coach. Now, Coach immediately recognized the many talents of Kyrie Irving. One thing he pointed out was not losing Irving on defense. Coach said Irving is just as dangerous without the ball. We can't let him get behind us. We have to make sure someone is on him at all times. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Scott. Garnett with the screen on Brown. The kick out to Irving. Outside Edwards. Wembanyama, a screen on Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. Kept alive. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Brown outside. The kick out to Pierce. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
The assist.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
So it's the Celtics now, trailing by 5. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Get all fans on the court is your...
Take a look here at the numbers for Porzingis. He's coming off an excellent season. Around 20 points per game last season. 7 rebounds and 2 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Now, here is Irving, following the miss by Paul Pierce. Irving kicks to Garnett. 11 feet away. That misses off the backboard.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Back to Brown. There's the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Jaylen Brown gets his feet set in the catch and shoot and just drills it.
Scott finds Wembanyama.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. And here's Brown outside. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Timberwolves leading by 4. Wembanyama outside. Here's Scott. No good that time. Nice D from Porzingis. Outside, Pierce. Pass to Tatum. And the rejection by Wembanyama. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Outside Tatum. 6 to shoot. Brown right side. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met. But what a great game.
Listen, this guy's been able to pick and pop or pick and roll. He could write a book on how to finish.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Kevin Garnett, no good on the free throw. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Here's Garnett. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. And Garnett with the slam.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
All right.
With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. The Timberwolves, number 1. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
Yeah, if you want to see how hard these two teams play, just take a look at the points allowed a year ago. I mean, that is impressive.
Rondo passes to Porzingis. Tatum kicks to Rondo. Tatum setting the pick for Rondo. Back to Tatum. 4 on the clock. Over Garnett. Tatum's shot is off. And it's Irving with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 6-point lead. Wembanyama, a screen on Rondo. Irving passes to Garnett. Outside, Scott. Garnett with a screen on Brown. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here.
Well, the length and intelligence of Kevin Garnett still making an impact at the rim.
Austin's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pierce kicks to Brown. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. Brown's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Garnett finds Irving. A three-pointer is right on target.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Rondo passes to Porzingis. Back to Rondo. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, the unicorn, Mr. Porzingis, the answer from 3, his specialty.
Pierce against Edwards. Here he goes. Pass to Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Rondo. Brown outside. Outside Tatum. The three. Scott pulls it in.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Outside Irving. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Celtics trail by 7. Brown with it. He has 6. To the middle. And finished off by Brown.
A little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs. Up off his feet in a hurry.
Brown's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Scott against Brown. Garnett with a screen on Brown. Scott dishes to Garnett. Outside Scott. Wembanyama, a screen on Brown. Tried by Scott, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And now a look at the numbers for Edwards. Last season, he played outstanding, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago. Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Bulls in Chicago. Brown outside. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. Back to Rondo. Horford kicks to Pierce. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Garnett. Garnett's got his 4th rebound in this one.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Wembanyama, a screen on Brown. Edwards passes to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Celtics trail by 7. Brown outside. Rondo looking around. And then Pierce with the dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
You don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. Derek White comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Pritchard in for Rondo. Brown, good.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jaylen, it would probably be the three-point shot.
And we talk about Derek White, Doris. How impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Fires the three. And Garnett with the basket on the assist by Scott.
3 points.
Scott's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Now here's White. Horford sets a screen for White. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Scott dishes to Edwards. And it's White with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series win more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Love check in for Minnesota.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
White against Scott. Picked by Horford. Pass to Pritchard. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Wembanyama's got 8 rebounds in this game. Wembanyama, a screen on White. Scott the pass to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
24 seconds left to play here in the first. Tatum looking around. And he drives in and slam dunk by Tatum.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And here is Scott. Jacks up a 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Kevin Garnett, a big ticket. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Minnesota. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us. As we played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Gobert is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Scott, then it's Allen, and it's Randall in at the 3. Here's Tatum, and then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Oh, my goodness. Jason Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Scott, that one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Scott. Tatum a screen. Here's Pritchard. Rebounded by Allen.
And they continue to control the glass.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
I had a chance to look at the stats for Rudy Gobert. Great showing for him last season. Put up about 14 points per, 13 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he's a great presence on the glass. He'll battle inside for every rebound.
he's certainly not afraid to mix it up. When bodies are around or flying, he's usually at the point of it.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Tatum. Gobert the screen. Here's Scott. Oh, wow!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Now here's White. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls from the top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, the jump shot that Jason Tatum has is absolutely lethal. The form, the extension, everything is on point.
Kicks it out to Allen. Randall from outside. It's hauled in by Cornette.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Horford. Second chance shot and stolen by Love. White against Scott. Gobert with the screen on White. Here's Scott and finished off by Scott.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to talk to his guy. Celtics making a switch here. Bowser's checked in. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin. And you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man. And I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, you're too
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Puts up a deep three. Good on the three-point shot. Pritchard's got 5 points in the quarter.
This guy is tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Count that one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Up top, Tatum. Allen defending.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year. He is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
It's his first trip to the line, and that one falls for Tatum. You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that. Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
And the Celtics with possession here. 7-point differential. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Pritchard. He's defended by Randall. And here's Tatum for three. Julius Randall with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Tried by Scott. No one near Randall as he lets it go. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Driving in. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Well, like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Now Scott. 16 points for him. Pass to Love over Horford. And Love with the basket on the assist by Scott.
Assist goes to
Scott's got his 7th assist here tonight. Tatum against Randall. Lets it fly. Count that one in. And the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 5 in the bucket from Tatum.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Outside for Randall. Bangs home the trifecta. Randall's got the lead up to 8 now for Minnesota.
Well, you see Julius Randle striking from wherever the defense concedes it. That's nicely done.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Gobert the screen. Allen drives in. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
Paul Pierce is checked in for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Pritchard. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Gobert. Garnett comes in for Kevin Love. Edwards, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Allen. And it's Rondo with the ball for Boston. Trailing here by 8. A floater. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Rondo's got 5 now.
At his best is Rondo when he's attacking in the paint. Beautiful little floater there. Easy to get it up and over the defense.
Garnett wide open, and it's off from three-point range. Boston's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And that game against the Pacers, that's one to watch for. 4th contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
Allen's checked in for Scott. Garnett against Tatum. Pass to Rondo. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Al Horford is checked in for Boston. Minnesota leading by 4. Now, here is Irving. Now here's Garnett. Irving passes to Wembanyama. Wembanyama! Big man with big range.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just leave it at the rim and let the big man do the rest. KP with a nice finish.
Wembanyama, a screen on Brown. The drive by Allen. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Edwards with the block.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
Down low, Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Chicago Bulls. And contact out. shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Garnett. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
It's a pick by Love. Shot clock at 6. Allen kicks to Love. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now, defensively, Doris, these Minnesota Timberwolves are really a cut above the rest.
They led the league in defensive rating in 2024. They have so many ways to shut down what you're trying to do offensively. Length, athleticism, rim protection, commitment, and great scheme. They are a nightmare.
Edwards against Brown. Pass to Porzingis. Over Love. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Edwards against Brown. Edwards slashing inside.
Well, in pick and roll action, you've got to be aggressive as a scorer. Anthony Edwards with the bucket.
Here's Rondo. He has 5. Pass to Brown. Here's Pritchard, defended by Allen. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Wembanyama. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Allen, and Allen slams it in.
See, Kyrie never hesitates. As soon as he sees that open man, boy, it is on time.
Boston's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Pass to Pierce from downtown. Connects from 3-point range. Pierce has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Irving passes to Love. And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doris, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen. Well, I just love how unselfish Kevin Love is. This guy is willing to adapt and adjust to do what's best for the team.
Down low, Edwards there, and he gets it to go. Brown's got 16 points.
The passing, the shooting, the scoring, it's all clicking right now for Jaylen Brown.
Wembanyama, a screen on run. Irving drives in, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it'd go down as another block.
Love with the screen on run. Clock at 6. Out to Edwards.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. He takes it in. That one goes in. He's got 5.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Rondo passes to Pierce. Outside Rondo. Porzingis with a screen on Irving. Rondo drives in, and the shot goes down.
Rondo just being creative there on that drive, finding different ways to burn the D whenever he penetrates.
Allen passes to Wembanyama. Here's Pritchard. He's got 9. Porzingis finds Brown. Pierce wide open. He fires. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Here's Wembanyama for 3. And he drains the 3. But let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time.
Previous play is under review.
They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
We're going to switch the call. There is no doubt looking at the replay that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh, yeah. We got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to say in the locker room we got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay. But like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. Now back to the other Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. Their measurement of the shot. Nice size. One more time. A round of applause for our contestants.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
You look at the Celtics, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. And switching gears now to that first half, what a difficult start for the Boston Celtics.
I mean, it's pretty simple. More rebounds, more opportunities. Right now, they're getting crushed on the glass, Shaq.
From where I'm sitting, I don't see the energy, and I do not see the effort.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Minnesota leading by 11. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. Rondo out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Pierce in at the 3, the small forward. That's in the game for the Celtics.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Celtics trail by 15. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Pierce down low. Edwards defending. Pierce kicks to Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Lays it up off the glass. Wembanyama's got 4 this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Porzingis. Takes a 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And here's Love, guarded by Tatum. Love the pass to Wembanyama. The layup off target. Celtics trail by 17. Rondo kicks to Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Rondo against Irving. Rondo passes to Porzingis. Brown wide open. He fires. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
The 3 from Tatum. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists now in the game. Wembanyama, a screen on Rondo. Rondo against Irving. Left side, Love. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
From down in the low post, it goes. That's now 8 points for Porzingis.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page. And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Love. How he performed last season. Averaged about 9 points a game last year. 6 rebounds and 2 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
That bucket in no time at all. Tatum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Love, and Love throws it down.
Every time you put Kevin Love in a screen and roll situation, he's so smart at making the right decision.
Outside Tatum. Here's against Edwards. Here's down low. The rebound by Edwards.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Irving surveying the floor. Outside Edwards. Wembanyama, a screen on Pierce. Edwards passes to Wembanyama. Rebound by the Celtics.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Brown. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Brown's got 18 points in the game.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Brown against Allen. Pass to Love. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. 11-point game. Here's the pass to Porzingis. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Pritchard, he's checked in for Paul Pierce. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves leading by 11. Conley with it. To the middle. Here's Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
He's in such a good rhythm offensively tonight. KG turning back the clock.
Celtics have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Here's Pritchard. He's got 9. Stolen by Conley. Gobert, the screen. It's tipped. Rondo with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Out to Porzingis. Here's the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Garnett's got his 6th rebound on the night. Over in the corner, Conley. Buries it from three-point range. Conley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Celtics trail by 16. A 3 from Tatum. Gobert pulls it in.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Randall dishes to Scott. Driving inside. Back to Randall. Clock is at 3. Over Tatum. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Boston shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Brown. A 3-ball. Miss number 4 for him from the floor. 7 for 11 field goal attempts. It's stolen by Rondo. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Up top, Brown. Tatum on the wing. He's defended by Randall. It's stolen by Randall. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. Here is Conley. Gobert, the screen. And it's Conley penetrating, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Boston, they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Luke Cornett comes in for Porzingis. And it's Horford in for Jason Tatum. Brown kicks to Rondo. Can they get it? And it's good on the layup. 9 points for Rajon Rondo.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
3-pointer, Randall. They get it again. And finished off by Gobert.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Outside, Scott. Garnett, the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Scott, the pass to Garnett. Back to Scott. Back to Garnett. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Assist goes
Garnett's got 19 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Offensive rebound. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Here's Cornette. And finally they hit one.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Right side Scott. Randall outside. The three-pointer no good.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
Pass to Horford. Inside. Here's Pritchard. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Pritchard's got 11 points.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Drive by Scott. Good work defensively by Horford. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 13. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got 4 points in the quarter.
Love how Al Horford shares the basketball. He does whatever he can to make his teammates better.
Garnett. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Horford. And he's just had one attempt at the line earlier.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
Scott kicks to Randall. And Brown over to help. Back to Randall. The kick out to Scott. Top of the key, Garnett over Horford. And they get it back. Outside Conley. Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Minnesota sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Celtics trail by 14. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. We've got Irving, Kevin Love out there with Edwards. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Scott in at the 2 spot.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
Both good from the line that time. Minnesota leading by 12. Scott the pass to Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
Boy, Edwards so good in close. This guy has got touch and strength, everything you could ask for.
Tatum on the wing. charity stripe shot, and he hits the jump shot. Tatum's got 12 points in just the second half.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Drive by Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Pass to Hauser. Back to Tatum. And it's blocked by Scott. And he gets it back. Knocks down the three ball.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Tatum with it. Picked up by Edwards. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
The best offensive players in the league get to the free throw line consistently. This is where you're starting to see growth from Jason Tatum, wanting the contact, inviting the contact.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
What's up?
Free throw good, Edwards.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Irving. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
For 3, Edwards. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Tatum against Scott. Outside Tatum, the 15-footer. He gets that one. Tatum's got 33 points.
Now that mid-range jumper is so on point. Jason Tatum is a 3-level scorer.
Love with the screen on Tatum. The drive by Scott. Pass to Love over Horford. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Horford, 3rd personal foul.
And he makes the first.
2nd team foul.
And right now at about 85% from the line. That's up from where it was in that first half.
Boston making a switch here. Rondo's checked in.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And here is Tatum. To the inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
How about Jason Tatum with a little pocket pass in the pick and roll? That's nice.
Scott inside. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Good on the bucket. Tatum's got 17 points here in the second half.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Irving passes to Wembanyama. Edwards drawing the double team. And stolen by Tatum. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Tries from 10. It's a hand on it, and it's put back up and in by Rondo.
And Rondo, as good as it gets in transition, whether he's shooting or passing, he tends to make the right decision.
Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's Rondo with the ball for Boston. It's a 14-point game. Into the lane. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
The free throw drops for Rondo.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. Irving dishes to Scott. And Tatum over to help. Love outside. 6 to shoot. It's a pick by Love. Scott kicks to Edwards. And the 3 off target.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second
First free throw is good. Austin making some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. And it's Brown in for Pritchard. And he makes both free throws.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
A drive by Scott. And finished off by Scott.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Pass to Hauser. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Scott against Brown. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
That's good from Scott.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. Celtics trail by 12. Rondo finds Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. The Celtics working the ball around now. And Rondo gets it to go on the assist by Porzingis. 14 points for Rajon Rondo.
Well, Porzingis does a nice job looking for the window to make his teammate better. Pretty pass.
Kevin Garnett is checked in for Kevin Love. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Tatum passes to Rondo. Porzingis sets the pick for Rondo. Teardrop shot. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Edwards. Strong move inside by Edwards.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
It's to Porzingis.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Scott, good.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Tatum against Garnett. Took him no time at all on that one. Tatum's got 37.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Scott kicks to Irving. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Rondo. Nice D from Scott.
pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And the dunk by Scott.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Celtics trail by 16. Rondo with it. He's picked up by Irving. Garnett with the block.
KG has always had tremendous instincts, sends another one back the way it came.
Edwards, good.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Boston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Tatum with a screen on Irving. To the right side. Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Edwards. Rebound, Boston. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game. The 8-footer. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Now Scott. Wembanyama, a screen on Tatum. Scott kicks to Garnett. And there's the call on Aiton. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Paul Pierce is checked in for Pritchard. Outside Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Garnett. Here's Tatum. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Outside, Scott. Kicks it out to Garnett. Pass to Scott. Lets a floater go. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Brown. Rondo wide open. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
And I like seeing Rondo look for his shot, showing he's more than just a distributor.
Irving, good. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Brown finds Tatum over Garnett. And there's the bucket from Tatum. 39 points for Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
Wembanyama, a screen on Brown. Here's Scott, and finished off by Scott.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 17. From outside, off the mark.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Garnett with a screen on run. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Garnett. Misses the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Timberwolves.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with 1 left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for A-Train.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Wow, good. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. The drive by Scott. It's stolen by Brown. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, a top-tier matchup. I wonder if you circled this one on the calendar.
Every game is like that for us, especially going forward. We understand what we're trying to accomplish. Little things matter in the big picture, so we want to just come out and just have a consistency on both ends of the floor.
Well, it showed up tonight, man, with a big win, man. I appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., thanks again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, A-Train.